live. MDK, digital. Master your business, dominate your trade, kick your competition's ass. All right, guys, live coaching today. I don't do these every week like I used to. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But I thought I'd get on here today and rant. Oh, man. So, how's everybody's week been going? Actually, month and year. Oh, just it seems like there's always something going on with me. Oh, a couple of weeks ago, I flew with my buddy in his little private plane all the way to Nashville and spent a week there. That was crazy. Came home, spent a couple of days here, flew back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, actually Surfside. Uh, my wife's there taking care of her brother. Uh, Came back. Oh, man. Getting ready to hook up the RV. Got my boys. I go to it's the year end of NASCAR over here in Pomona. So we'll be camping out and talking shit with each other. Hey, guys, waiting to see if anybody's going to log on. I'm just going to rant a little bit and just keep talking about one MDK, master your business, dominate your trade, kick your competition's ass. I took a screenshot of some ad that was on Facebook. The hell does it say? Let's read it. And I posted it in a lot of groups saying, if you fall for this bullshit, you deserve to lose your money. There it is. It's right there. Look at that. Come on, Brian. Yeah, you see it. You see it. There it is. Looking for 5 flooring pros. We will build your automated AI booking, red flag right off the bat, funnel, and guarantee 3 to 5 booked installs in 30 days. No upfront fees. You only pay for the ad spend, and you must let us use your marketing success in your. You must let us use your future success in our marketing. Uh, you know, one, I already told you guys, AI is not happening. Leads are too important to hand over to a computer, an AI. Maybe in the next 3 to 5 years, maybe. I still don't believe it ever will be the same as uh, your office manager answering uh, the, the phone, the leads. In comes my puppy. What, baby? What? What? Oh man, here they both come. Get y'all's butt out of here. Um, so that ad sounds like it's okay. One, things too good to be true. They usually are. Uh, just like homeowners get 3 or 4, 5 bids, estimates from different contractors. They call and they look at the testimonials and the video testimonials, and they call past clients and they do their research. At least they should uh, when they're trying to hire a contractor. You should do the same freaking thing when you're hiring someone to help you grow your business. I don't care if it's a business coach. I don't care if it's the marketing, the business manuals, SEO for the internet. I don't anything that anytime you're giving someone money for a service or even a product, but mainly a service, is do your effing homework. Uh, I don't think any of these guys are out to just rip business owners off. I think in their heads they've watched a couple of YouTube videos. They've paid somebody online for their marketing course, and they really think that they can help these guys get 2 to 3 new leads a day. This says what the hell did I say? It said 3 to 5 guaranteed 3 to 5 booked installs. That means the in my head that means on the calendar deposits put down. Uh, so so hopefully maybe try it. Maybe they can. Uh, but you're gonna be paying for the ad spend. They may do some of the work up front, and then going to hit you at the end of it. Uh, for all of their work after you get the jobs, and then hopefully those jobs will pay for it. Uh, yeah, but 3 to 5 booked installs in 30 days. That means you've got to find. Let's just go with the number 3 to get 3 booked jobs in less than a month, 30 days. You've got to talk to 20 homeowners who are ready to go right now. Meaning they've already chose the floor, they've already all of that crap, right? I mean, that's not even refinishing; that's installations. So, I mean, all of it is worded to try to get you to give them some money, and then when it doesn't work out, they're like, "I'm sorry," and you're out of the money because you ain't getting it back. And then you're gonna call me up talking, man, baby, Facebook ads don't work, Google ads don't work, Yelp doesn't work, it doesn't work, maybe it doesn't work. It works if you do it right. You didn't do it right. You didn't do your homework. You didn't watch any of my friggin' videos that are on YouTube right now. Uh, I used to say, and I still say, you can do it yourself, but really, when it comes to running ads on Google, you can. I mean, watch all of my videos, watch other people's videos on how to set up and run Google ads. Uh, but there's a lot that goes into it. It ain't worth trying to save the money. Uh, and you shouldn't be running ads until you've done some, I hate to say SEO, but which is search engine optimization, which means until your YouTube channel is getting at least a couple of views, at least you have a YouTube channel, you've got a lot of videos on there, whether they've got any views or not, at least you're on the internet. SEO means Google Business Profile, showing up in Google Maps. Have you done the citations, the backlinks, the stacking, the geo stacking, the map stacking? Have you done all of that stuff? Are you posting 2 to 3 times a day? At least 3 to 5 times a week, but it should be 2 to 3 times a day. Are you doing? There's a lot of stuff that you have to do before you run Google ads. Number one, do you have a website worth sending people to? This guy says a funnel. That's just another name for a one-page website. It could be a really, really long website, which I hate. But yeah, you have to have a properly built website, meaning you have to grab their attention almost instantly, build an instant rapport, a relationship, trust, all of that stuff. I have the formula on my YouTube channel. You don't have to hire us to do it. It just has to stick to the formula. Stick to the formula. Had a guy last week had one of the websites that we had built for him had somebody else take all of the stuff, just took our website, everything, even my book that I give away for free to as a gift to build relationship and rapport with homeowners. He took everything, had someone else rebuild the website on a different platform somewhere else. I don't know, because he wanted the AI calendar, so homeowners can just go in there and schedule their own appointment without even telling me. I'm like, dude, you should have told me. I said, the fuck is this? I said, if you wanted a calendar, I said, we could have. I've got the best AI capabilities on the internet by far. Spent 10 grand this year, friggin' building it. And my internet partner, the guy that helps me build it, he's still using it. He's still doing this kind of stuff, telling real estate agents and other businesses that he'll build it all out for them, get it all on automation. We run the Facebook ads, the Google ads, we run the ads everywhere, get them to fill out the forms, and then the AI takes over. But I said, dude, I said, if you wanted a calendar, we would have put it on there for you. I said, I would have talked you out of it. And I realized it because now the website, even though they took all of that same information, it looks like this. What, Brian? What does that look like? This. Try to read this. Here's my notebook. You can read that. And so that's how the website looks now. And I'm like, dude, fix it. Man, fix it. And I said, I ain't going to fix it. And I don't care who fixes it, but fix it. I said, but yeah, I said, I would have tried to talk you out of the calendar. I said, who in the hell wants a homeowner going to the website and setting up an appointment? And now you're looking at the calendar and you got to be 10 miles down the street, 20 miles down the street, 30 miles down the street on a certain day, and you never talk to the people. You're just going to show up. That's crazy. That's insane. Maybe you're going to call them before you show up and then start doing the conversations, but no. When someone's interested in your services, answer the fucking phone, period. That's never going to change. People want to be, and I had another buddy of mine. Oh man, the younger generation, they expect technology, and they do in certain areas. I mean, like my daughter, even I just pay with my phone now. That's technology. We have an AI chat bot that can answer questions on the website if the homeowner wants to go that route. Most of them don't. They want to talk to somebody. They're like, dude, I want my roof done. I want my air conditioning fixed. I want the plumbing is leaking. I want my hardwood floors installed. I want them refinished. They're calling around. They're on the internet looking for people to do work for them. They want to talk to somebody. And I told him, I said, dude, I said, there ain't nobody younger out there right now than my crew. 21 or 22, 22, 24, 25, 24, like all these, they're all freaking under 25. And nobody uses more technology than them. And even when they want stuff done, they want to talk to somebody. My son-in-law's got to get some work done on his car, calling around. He wants to talk to somebody. Hey man, I don't want to sit here and fill out all that shit. Like, oh. So yeah, it's just too important. Oh man, put my ribeye steak out, getting it room temperature, season it with some pink Himalayan salt, throw it on the grill when this is over with. Got a couple of people watching. Say hi. Uh, I may be opening another karate studio. I'm not sure. It's a huge commitment. I'm 60 right now. I just finished my new book, uh, Man Up, Philosophy on Being a Man. The core premise is men are gifted and cursed, meaning the core philosophy of the book is uh, men are here to protect and provide. It's a good book, even if I say so. I even put together a 12-week workbook with it. So at the end of each chapter of the book, there's like 4 or 5 questions that you have to ask and kind of write down uh, pertaining to that chapter. And it's not a big, thick book. They know that. I'm looking for, I'm trying to find the lady that did the layout of my last book, get it laid out, and then put the workbook together. But really I talked to a couple of friends about the whole karate school. Got a buddy up Northern California who is extremely successful. And I'm not trying to do it to be super successful, but I'm 60 right now. I'd like to spend the next 20 years mentoring and shaping men and boys, young men, boys, teenagers, young men, and older men. Uh, and with this book, I wish I had the title in front of it because I rewrote it. I started rewriting it once I finished for the adults. I'm now writing it for 10-year-olds, 10-year-old boys, like between 10 and 14, 10 and 15, uh, to kind of, because you talk to young boys different than you do young men. Uh, and I want to give them a fun, real easy to read book and ask them some questions and letting them know, hey, you're born a boy right now, but one day you're going to be a man, and here's what's expected of you, and here's what. And I'm really liking that. So, but I'm going to always do the MDK, uh, helping contractors grow their business. And all of that to say this: if you do it, no matter what it is that you do, I've got several videos, but not nearly enough. I think I need 100 videos saying the same thing, which is this: if you want to be successful in anything, any area of life, any business, anything, uh, because there's no such thing as a balanced life. You've got to be some points and sometimes in your life, some areas of your life, you're going to focus on this and not everything else, and that's what it takes to succeed. Because no matter what it is that you want to succeed in, a business, a relationship, getting in shape, whatever it is, uh, you got to have tunnel vision. You got to put your head down, and for 3 to 5 years, 12 to 14 hours a day, you eat, sleep, and drink that what it is that you want, and that's it. You, Nothing else gets in. That is it. And that's what I ask people. One of my best selling CDs, I could get up and walk over there and grab the CD and show it to you. And it's online somewhere for free, uh, whether it's in our school program or in my Dominate Your Master Your Business program on the website somewhere. It's there. But it's the number one selling CD. Number two was with me and Les Brown. Number one is How Bad Do You Want It? And that's what it is, and I'm telling my daughter that right now, who's her and her partner are growing the business. I said, look, man, you got to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to 1,000 or 10,000 different things. And no one wants to hear that. Everybody wants to think that they can have everything. And it's bullshit. You can't. You cannot have everything. You can't. You just can't. I mean, it's not, like, oh, that ain't fair. Man, fair is where you go see the pigs. Uh, like my friend and mentor Jim Rome would say, "Hey, that's what we were dealt. That's where we live." I wouldn't ask why. That's just what we. When you build your own universe, you can set your own rules. But right now, we play by these rules. Uh, so if you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to a couple of thousand other things. There could be 100 parties going on this week for Halloween or next week for Halloween. And they may start at 8 o'clock, and dude's going to be like, man, I need you here at 8 o'clock. You're the life of the party. I want to kick this thing off right. You got 10 people telling you that, 20 people telling you that. You cannot say yes to every one of them. You can say yes to one. You're saying no to the other 10, the other 20. And that's what life is. Depending on how successful you want to be. That's why I'm a huge fan of Tommy Mello with A1 Carpets, because he has done that. He wanted to be the number one garage dude, and he put his head down for 3 to 5 years, and he ate, sleep, and drank nothing but building the business, nothing but working it. He lived at the shop. All the money went back into the business. He's working 16-hour days for like 3 or 5 years, and now he has something to show for it. Oh man, Brad, I don't want to do that. Then you don't want it bad enough. That's the CD. How bad do you want it? And I get it. I tell guys all the time, man. It's like they got questions on Facebooks, and it's like, to answer that question for you, you've got to answer this question for me. What kind of life do you want? That's where it really starts. What kind of life is it that you want? And if you're married and you have kids, you're shit out of luck. That doesn't matter. So now the question is, what kind of life do you want to provide for your wife and kids? If you're single, it's what kind of life do you want? How many days you want to fish, surf, hunt? Like Ryan should be here right now, but he's loading up his truck, heading up to Georgia hunting this weekend. Got his new RV, his little 4-wheel drive Jeep thing that he's got, and I'm going with him one of these days. But yeah, he's doing, I don't know, like $100,000 a month right now. He credits me. I say, look, man, you're the one who did it. I mean, I give you guys the fucking systems, and they work. If you work them, they work. I I can't do no more. I can't go on. I can't do no more. I give I give you the systems. It's up to you to work it. If you put the work in and you do it consistently, it's going to work. And he's doing $100,000 a month right now. He could probably be doing 250, and doesn't want to. He's fine where he's at, and I get it, because when I was building my first business, that was my thing. You hear so many people say, "Oh man, I'm making all these sacrifices for my loved ones. I'm working 18 hours a day, 80 hours a week. Man, I'm doing it." And I'm like, and in reality, it's your loved ones who are being sacrificed. Tommy Mello is not married. Yeah, I think he's engaged right now. Maybe he got married. But when he was building the business, he was single. Uh, so he could do that. If you got wife and kids, you may not be able to do the 16, 18-hour days. You could only do 12. And there's a certain amount of time that you need to be spending with your wife and children. But what you do cut out is stupid ass video games, Netflix, YouTube, maybe even sports. Don't watch the fucking football game. Don't watch the baseball. Don't watch the basketball. Uh, all of your free hours is right here on this computer, watching my business videos and other people's business videos, and reading business books, and doing what you're supposed to do, going to network marketing events, going to Chamber of Commerce, going to BMIs, getting in touch with contractors, interior decorators, designers, other subcontractors, building relationships. You do that for 3 to 5 years, you're going to have something to show for it. And if you're not willing to put in the work, that means you're saying no. Well, I got to do this. Yeah, exactly. You're saying yes to something. It means you're saying no to all of the stuff that you should be doing to grow your business. Guys like this that are running these ads, guys that are building your websites, you don't know anything about websites. You're not supposed to. The motherfuckers building websites don't know shit about websites. They may be a marketing. Those website people are autistic. They're artists. They want to make it look fancy and pretty and all this other shit. No, I want it to work. I want it to doesn't do any good to have a freaking Ferrari sitting in the garage with no engine. It only looks good. Don't do shit. Marketing guys, if they're good marketers, they know how to word everything so that they grab people's attention and get them to keep reading. In great marketing, each word is to get you to read the next word so that you read the sentence. And each sentence is so good, it makes you want to read the next sentence until you've read the paragraph, until you've read more. By then, because each word and each sentence paints a picture in your mind. And we control and those pictures turn into movies, and those pictures and movies are your thoughts, and those thoughts control your emotions. So if I can control the pictures and movies in your mind, which I can with the words, I can control your emotions. And our decisions are from emotions, not logic. So that's good marketing. Marketing has nothing to do with running so marketing has always been the same forever, and it'll never change. Everything I just told you is marketing. Radio ads, billboards, yard signs, television ads, commercials, wrapping your trailer, Google ads, Facebook ads, Yelp, Bing, newspapers, mailers, flyers, door hangers. All of that is the media in which we deliver the marketing. That's how we get the marketing in front of you. So there's a lot that goes into it. And that's part of growing your business. You may not want to be the person doing all of that, uh, but you need to educate yourself on that so that when you're hiring me or someone else, you know a little bit about what's going on. I ended up having to do it in the early 90s. And in 95, 96, I was teaching contractors uh, because I'm paying money, spending money, losing money. Uh, there was no internet back then. It was just all door hangers, door flyers, penny saver, ads in the phone books, ads in the newspaper, shit like that. And all these guys are, trying to write this stuff for you. So I thank God I met guys like Dan Kennedy and a bunch of them. I wish I'm gonna write down all the books for you guys. They're old books, but they're still uh, like trigger words, words that you use to trigger certain emotions in people. How you but all of that stuff. But I dug deep into that for two reasons. One for marketing. One because I'm in martial arts. And I have a program called mental martial arts. So I dug into the brain, how it works, how we form habits, the hippocampus, the ligma, all of that stuff. I wanted to know what was different about me and my brothers, why I was somewhat successful, they weren't. I wanted to know how my sister, uh, we were in a car accident. I was 5, she was 7. We were all in the car. Mother was driving drunk, but she was badly hurt. She wasn't supposed to live. Then they said, oh, okay, she's going to make it. She's in intensive care, but she's never going to talk or walk again. And if you see her now, you wouldn't know anything's wrong with her. But she used to be right-handed. Now she's left-handed. The entire left side of her brain is dead mass. It's just it's all dead mass. But the brain is still there. So that's why the right side of your brain controls the left side, whatever. So the left side of her brain is dead. So she can't use her right hand that good. She can now. I mean, she uses it, but she had to learn how to rewrite with everything. So I'm like, man, what is that? The brain is like really the final frontier. And we now know that the hippocampus, they used to say, oh man, you're frying your brain on drugs, and you are. Your brain cells, and you never get those back. You don't get the dead ones back, but the brain is always generating new brain cells until you die. So you can just keep getting smarter and smarter and smarter. When Einstein died, they put his brain somewhere. They wanted to look at it and operate on it and see what was different about his brain compared to other brains. And there really wasn't anything visually kind of different about it. But in the brain, there's a whole bunch of different folds. And his brain had a bunch of different folds, meaning almost like an accordion, where we may have 20, 30, 40, 50 folds. His had, 70 or 80. So it would stretch out. So he had a much larger brain capacity. And even with all of that, we still only use about 20% of the brain. I could do an all-day seminar on the brain. Don't get me started. But that's the part of marketing. That's why I started getting into all of that, the brain and memories and how to control people and presentations and why some pastors are able to grow huge congregations and have people drink Kool-Aid. Remember that stuff. But that's all marketing. But the media of the marketing was the newspapers and all that stuff. So I got very good at it. Started helping other contractors. The internet came around like 98, I don't know, probably before that. But when we started seeing it in the 98, 99, 2000, 2001, I sold my business, got into doing my seminars. When I came back to construction, the internet was full blast. And I already knew that because in my other business, the seminars, presentations, and leadership development that I was doing, mental martial art program, personal development, we had several websites built within a 3-year period, trying them and retrying them and doing this and that. Video was still never around. We wanted video very badly because to get these speaking engagements, we would mail out things like this presentation folder. Yeah, my presentation folder was in here. Yeah, here it is. This is the old one for Adams Harbor Flooring, but I had one like this called the World's Greatest Speaker. Uh, but you would mail that out with all your stuff, your presentations, your speakers, and a DVD showing you giving live presentations. We wanted the video really bad, but that still wasn't even around back then. When I got back into construction, it still wasn't. You could upload a video to your website, but it was so slow and a bunch of other stuff. The pictures were okay if you sized them down, because there's a lot that goes into the website. You want it to be fast. Man, someone clicks on your ad or clicks on your website and it's sitting there spinning. They're like, oh my God. They hit the back button. They're going to go on to the next one. So that was important. Then YouTube came out. Man. And I knew the power of video already because of the presentations that I was doing. I was getting video testimonials way back then. I've got one with my friend and mentor, the greatest motivational speaker of all time, Les Brown. Look him up. And I had a camcorder. We didn't have cell phones with cameras back then. And even when YouTube started, like our first videos, the video that my daughter still uses on her website is a video that I made way back in 2004 or 5, something like that, with my wife's camcorder. And then you had to download it to the computer, do a whole bunch of shit to it, try to upload it to the website. But then when YouTube came around, I was like, oh man, this is it. I'm gonna get on YouTube and do these home makeover shows with hardwood flooring. But I didn't have a hardwood flooring company, so I started another one just so I could get jobs, just so I could do these YouTube videos. And by then, and even then we were still with the construction. I already knew what the website kind of should be because we had already built, like I said, probably 5 different websites in a 3-year period. But for the next 3 to 5 years, we built probably 10 different websites and tested different websites, and as technology got better, internet wise, you were able to upload more videos and stuff. And then Google bought YouTube, and even before YouTube and Google and all that stuff, Google already had the ads. Google ads been around since I don't know, 99, 2000, 2001. And Google Maps was called something else. It's always changing, but yeah. So there was a lot of learning and history and trial and error with websites. I knew the wording, the videos what sells. That's how we put together the formula. But to get this business going, I needed work, which was Google Ads. Even back then, I think I still did some newspaper stuff. Did not do the phone book. I don't even know if I think the phone book was still around 2004, 2005. But Google Ads was in full effect and pretty damn cheap. Not too many people were doing it. And so the website was really basic, couple of pictures, all the wording that should be there. And then, man, as soon as video came and we were able to upload it to the website, we were on it. But that's it. So all of that rant today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go cook that steak. Is how bad do you want to be successful? Ask yourself, man, plan your life out. What kind of life do you want to, if you're single, what kind of life do you want to live? If you're looking for a partner, you got to make that a priority. If you have a wife and kids, how much time do you want to spend with them? If you're broke, how good is that time going to be that you spend with them? So there's where the balance kind of comes in. It's always going to be a roller coaster. Life is an emotional roller coaster. It's up to you to learn how to enjoy the ride. But I tell guys all the time, man, like how much money do you want to make to provide what kind of life for your family? And we go from there. We build that business to make that much money so that you can provide that kind of life for your family. And then it's how many hours do you want to work to make that much money? Uh, and we go from there. So that means, I don't know, maybe you want to make 200 grand a year and you only want to work 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week. Now that we know that's the long-term goal, we can get there in 10 years. Here's how we're going to do it. We backtrack it. You have to have certain people, office manager, project managers, sales reps, good employees or great subs. All the marketing has to be there to keep the phone ringing. You have to have the call center, all of that stuff. So it's easy, but it's simple, but it's not easy. Again, you work the systems, it's going to happen, but you have to work it and you have to do the things every day, the boring stuff every day, every day. How do you get a black belt in karate? You do the basic boring stuff every day, 10,000 hours every day. So it just, you've got to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to say yes to something knowing that you're going to have to say no to 100 other things? So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Uh, Hit you up maybe next week. I get to pick up the playing golf tomorrow. Pick up the wife Saturday. I think I'm gonna take her for prime rib dinner. Uh, Sunday, me and my daughter is going to La Mirada Musical Theater. Just me and her, little daughter daddy date. She bought the tickets. That's even better. So, all right, guys, I am out of here. Have a great one.